Hey, what's up? I just wanted to make a quick video real quick on some new juice I just tried. I got a CigTech low resistance 1.8 cartomizer, and inside it I put some CigTech WCV Vapor Waffle Juice. It's all VG, 12 milligram nicotine, and that's what it is. Now I don't have the bottle on me because it wasn't mine, but when I smelled it, I didn't really smell nothing. I smelled like a slight smell of something, but it didn't smell like no maple syrup. It didn't smell like no waffle. It had almost no smell whatsoever. I'm going to put it on a Ego USB pass-through. And like I said, I smell just a little hint of something. But like I said, it don't really have like a maple syrup or a waffle smell to it. But let's give it a vape and see what the taste is. It has a slight maple syrup taste to it. My brother tried it, and he says same thing. You can barely taste it. I don't know if it's the cartomizers are new, and you just gotta be broken in. But we tried it on regular 510 atomizers. I tried it on a 510 low resistance with the bridge removed. Still really wasn't tasting nothing. I mean, it's a good juice. It don't have no strong smell. Hardly has any smell at all. The taste, I mean, yeah, you can taste a little bit of the maple and the waffle, but I think it's because it's a pure VG mix, because VG for vapor, so it has pretty good vapor production. It has, good vapor production. But yeah, I always wanted to try a waffle juice, and I finally got to try one. And it's the CigTech WCV Vapor Waffle Juice, VG, 12 milligram nicotine. It's pretty good. I just wish it had a little bit better flavor. I used a syringe and I injected into the cartomizer. So it has juice in it, so I put like almost a full milliliter in there, as much as it'll hold, and it's pretty good. This cartomizer, it gets kind of hot, So I'm used to having, my lips on a drip tip and not my lips wrapped around a atomizer, cartomizer, thing itself. So I think maybe if I put a drip tip on it, it'll be pretty good. But that's my review of the Waffle Juice and the CigTechs LR 1.8 cartomizer. It's pretty good. I just wanted to say something real quick about this Ego USB pass-through. And I had this thing for a long time now, and as you can see, there's a little dent on it, a little scratch on it, a little scratch on the cone. The bottom part, getting worn out from holding it and rubbing on it. And I don't know, I abused this thing pretty bad. I took it, I had the cone on it with the regular atomizer and an aluminum drip tip, and I slammed it against the edge of the table, trying to snap it in half. The only thing it did was put a little tiny scratch in the aluminum drip tip. It didn't really do nothing, except right here, if you look, right here, this little seam, it kind of made this come a little loose. All you gotta do is, just push on it and push it back down in there. So this thing does take a beating. It's a very strong, durable Ego. But what gets me is one day I sat it on my computer desk and it rolled in the floor, and it just rolled off the desk on the floor, and I heard a thud like it hit my computer tower, which I was like, shit, I hope it didn't fuck up my computer tower. But it barely hit the tower. I was like, okay, well, my computer tower, seems pretty safe. I pick up the Ego, and the button was stuck, and it was lit up. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, I'm trying, and I'm taking a knife, trying to pry the button out. The button would not come unstuck. I had to hurry up and unscrew my atomizer so I didn't burn out my atomizer. And I had to pull this and pry this part off. There's about maybe like an inch and a half of wire in there. And I had to completely take it apart, take the button out, put the button back in, and then slide the two pieces together and push it back together. But now if I'm vaping, I gotta be careful, because if you go like that, the button will get stuck. So I just gotta make sure when I use it, don't really use it on that side, because the button goes in a little bit right there. So this thing is very strong and very durable. But I don't know, the thing just rolled in the floor, hit my tower. Somehow it must have hit the button on the sweet spot and broke the button. Now when I took this apart, the button fell on the floor, and I picked the button up. It seemed like there's a little tiny piece of styrofoam on the back of the button. I thought it was just like styrofoam from my floor, so I just threw it in the garbage. So I'm wondering if maybe the button gets stuck like that because there's that little tiny piece of styrofoam's not in there to give it that little extra cushion. But it still works very good. It's just, don't let it roll off your desk and hit your damn computer tower and fall on the floor, because you won't break the Ego itself, which will probably damage your button like mine is. Well, I just want to throw that out there real quick. As you can see, there is dents on it and scratches on it. I have been using this thing. Basically, ever since I got it, it hasn't really left my hand. Except, when I leave my house, I take my 510 PCC with me. When I'm at home, I'll use this. So, I just want to let y'all know that if you guys are, thinking about getting one and not really sure, this is a very sturdy, well-built device. Like I said, I've been abusing the shit out of it purposely, trying to break it every now and then. And it takes everything I throw at it. Well, that's my review. CigTech Windy City Vapor Waffle Juice. It's pretty good. And this low resistance 1.8 cartomizer, I'm liking it. It's pretty good. I'm not really, getting any burnt flavor like you do with some cartomizers. After you fill it up and vapor for a little bit, you start getting like a burnt taste, like it's just eating through your juice. But it seems to wick pretty well, you know, when you vape on it, you know, it seems like it's wicking the right amount of juice to give you, you know, the good hit and the good vapor and good throat hit. So, yeah, it's pretty good. That's my review. It doesn't say, you know, LR on the bottom, but it has it printed real big on the side of it, so you can see, boom, LR cartomizer. So you're not going to get it mixed up with your other cartomizers that might not be LR or might be LR. So, yeah. See you guys around. Keep vaping.